Good morning, everyone. This is Kellyanne, the High Priestess, bringing you divine messages. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is going to be your collective reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Pisces. I'll be taking a look at your recent past, your present, and your future energies for you, and also at any obstacles or challenges that you're facing. I'll be asking Spirit for advice or messages as well to help you along on your soul's journey. So let's begin. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed, thank you for this gift of divination and thank you for your blessings and for your protection. Spirit, as I attempt to interpret and clarify these messages and advice that you are channeling through me today, I ask that you please be as specific as possible so that I may interpret your messages correctly and provide accurate guidance to my seekers, my Pisces audience today. All right, guys. So right away, you can see there are some cards jumping out. So let's take a look at your recent past. Okay. And see what's going on for you. I'm going to lay all of the cards out first so I can get the storyline, and then I'm going to clarify the cards as we go. Okay. So in your recent past, you have the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Spirit, can I have any current obstacles or challenges that Pisces may be facing right now? Current obstacles or challenges for Pisces. Current obstacles or challenges for Pisces. Current obstacles or challenges for Pisces. Let me know when you're ready, Spirit. Current obstacles or challenges for Pisces, please. What are they currently facing? What are they currently dealing with? Okay, I have the Empress here. Okay, let's get some current energy involving that, please. Current energy for Pisces. Current energy for Pisces, please. Relating to the Empress. Current energy for Pisces, please. Let me know when you're ready, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Five of Swords. Let's go to your near future placement. What's coming around the corner? What can my Pisces viewers expect? Thank you. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Magician. Okay? All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. Okay, so to review, in your recent past, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords. What I'm strongly feeling here, Pisces, is that in the past, in the recent past, somebody was behaving in a way that really was just not legit. Somebody had been maybe lying, or possibly there was a sense of betrayal here that I'm picking up. Somebody here was maybe just not being truthful, or somebody was maybe just strategizing in order to get away with something without being caught. Okay, there's definitely like a sneaky, shady energy here. Okay, and as a result, that kind of made you feel like a huge sense of disappointment, or there may have been some heartache or heartbreak associated with that person's behavior. Okay, and you're still kind of maybe processing that. You're still kind of trying to figure out like what that was about, what went on there. The Four of Swords really speaks to you kind of like healing from something, or you kind of just using that time to kind of mentally get over something or mentally process something, because the swords have to do with your intellect, your mind, your thoughts, right? So this is like definitely you like taking the time that you needed to process. Okay. And when you were doing that, Pisces, I strongly feel like you were really thinking about, how you definitely wanted somebody in your life that represented that 50-50 partnership. That equality in a relationship is very important to you. You want somebody that demonstrates that reciprocity, somebody who's a good partner, somebody who's willing to be 50% of the equation here. Okay. And when this person was behaving in a way that was not really legit, it led you to feel very, very disappointed, and you felt like possibly, maybe this was not, good for you, or maybe you felt like, this wasn't, something that you wanted to pursue. That was what was in the recent past for you, Pisces. Okay. So let's clarify some of that, and then we'll move into your current energy here. Okay. So can I have some information about the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords, please? Can you clarify the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles here. The Two of Pentacles has to do with, let me put this up here so you can see. The Two of Pentacles has to do with somebody not being able to give up something in order to find balance. Okay. It's like somebody trying to juggle two things at once, or play both sides of the fence, or kind of like, it's almost like have your cake and eat it too. Or sometimes it's like you're just trying to do too many things at once. But either way, it's like you're going back and forth, but you're not able to find balance because you're not able to kind of give something up and put something down. Okay. So with this Two of Pentacles, somebody here was having a very hard time doing that. Okay, somebody was having a hard time maintaining that balance, or that juggling act of, possibly, maybe just handling one thing at a time. Okay, that's what I'm strongly getting. It may have to do with finances, but sometimes this can often represent just somebody not being able to make a decision about something, about how they want to proceed, or which option they're choosing. They were having a hard time doing that. Okay, let's get clarity for this Four of Swords. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Tell me about the Four of Swords for Pisces. When you're ready, Spirit. Tell me about the Four of Swords for Pisces, please. Thank you. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so possibly while this situation was occurring, somebody here decided to either walk away from this relationship, or they were pulling back their emotional energy from this relationship. They were like, you know what? I don't know if this is for me. Let me see, what happens, with this Four of Swords. Let me process. Let me figure this out, problem solve, see what I want to do here. Because again, that sense of equality was very, very important to you, Pisces. And, you were kind of contemplating whether or not, like I said, this situation was going to be for you. If somebody actually walked away, we're going to, go into your future energy and see what happened. Or if somebody pulled back their energy or their emotion from this relationship, we'll see what other things transpired here involving me. Okay, so let's get into your current energy. Your current challenge or your obstacle is coming up as the Empress. The Empress really represents the divine feminine of the tarot deck. She embodies all of the energies of the four queens in the deck. So you have your earth energy, your air energy, your fire energy, and your water energy. Okay, the Empress really represents, like I said, the divine feminine. She kind of represents like that Mother Earth energy, that Mother Nature energy. Very selfless, somebody who's very nurturing, very giving, almost like a passive approach to things, can be somewhat quiet and introverted. This is somebody who really tries to maintain that flow or that balance in a situation. She tries to keep everything kind of copacetic, meaning that, everybody feels like there's a sense of balance, and it's like warm and fuzzy. This is somebody who really tries to just keep things level. Now, this is coming up as your challenge, Pisces. So possibly you may be dealing with a mother or a wife here, or you could just be, this could be you, and maybe you just feel like you're having a hard time balancing things for some reason. Now, if this Two of Pentacles has to do with finances, it's possible that you're having a hard time, keeping the flow because you're worried about something, or maybe you're just having a hard time, like, you know, giving that sense of things being leveled right now. Or like I said, you may be dealing with a mother figure or possibly a wife figure that maybe is coming up as a challenge for you. And we're going to get into that in one moment. Okay, so I'm getting the 10 of Wands in reverse. I have the Temperance major for Sagittarius and the 5 of Swords. So currently, and it really has to do with what I was speaking about here. Currently, I am picking up that you're trying to maintain that sense of balance, right? The Temperance card is all about kind of like reevaluating a situation and kind of like trying to not overreact to things, trying to keep your emotions tempered, the way you react to things, on the simmer mode on your stove, right? Like the back burner, just, not letting things boil over and not overreacting to things. I feel like someone here possibly in the past was trying to maybe one up you in a situation, or trying to get away with something, or trying to manipulate a situation or a circumstance in your relationship. And I feel like there was a little bit of like a narcissistic energy to this person, meaning that they kind of wanted to get away with something, or like I said before, like that have your cake and eat it too kind of thing. Or somebody was definitely trying to have feeling like they had the upper hand, or that there was definitely like a sense of unfairness here. And I feel like this person feels guilty about that. I feel like this person feels like they wish it didn't go down the way that it did, or they wish that they didn't say the things that they said, or they wish that they didn't behave the way that they behaved, because now they feel kind of guilty about it. They feel like they've disrupted something, or they feel like, possibly they just want to like fix that energy. Right. And with this 10 of Wands, I'm sensing that something did close out in terms of whatever it was that happened. Like a cycle did close out, because in your current energy, you have a 10, and the 10s represent like closure, finality, a sense of, something kind of closing out. But at the same time, it's showing me that you're still trying to heal from whatever it was that you were trying to get rid of. Okay. So, because it's coming up in your current energy. So, it's like you're trying to move forward, but you still have that lingering sense of almost like a burden or something that you feel is weighing you down here, Pisces. Okay. The 10 of Wands has to do with, when it's in the upright, it has to do with something feeling very heavy, like you're psychologically exhausted, emotionally exhausted. You could even be financially exhausted, like a lot of stress, a lot of worry, like something that you're carrying around on your shoulders that you just can't wait to like unload. You can't wait to get rid of it because you're done, right? You're like so tired. This has to do with the same thing, but now it's like the cycle already happened, like the bad stuff already happened, but it's still lingering. Like you still feel like something, like you're still carrying something around that's bothering you, or something that you feel is like lingering here. Because with this 5 of Swords, like I said, somebody feels guilty about their behavior, but at the same time, it's like they want to like kind of wipe the slate clean, and they want to like apologize, or they want you to feel like things are, a little bit better. They feel guilty about what happened. And like I said, in the past, there was definitely an energy here of somebody, not being truthful. There was a sense of like disloyalty here, or a sense of like somebody being shady or secretive here in terms of something. And it did cause a huge disappointment or some kind of heartache or heartbreak for you. So it's possible that the reason that it's lingering is because you're tentative right now. Like you're not exactly sure, if that energy is completely done with this 10, right? That burden. And like I said, with this Temperance card, it's like you trying to stay balanced, trying not to overreact, trying not to, boil over and make a big deal of things. But at the same time, it is affecting you. It's affecting your ability to kind of maintain that flow in the home and kind of maintain that balance, that calm energy that you like to have as a water sign. Okay, so let's get some clarification for the 10 of Wands. Clarification for the 10 of Wands for Pisces, please. Clarification for the 10 of Wands for Pisces. Oh, okay. So we have the Page of Swords. So I feel like somebody here is trying to get information about this subject here. Somebody here is looking into something in like an investigative or watchful way. Sometimes this card can represent somebody kind of being a little sneaky, reading emails, reading texts, looking on someone's computer, driving by their house, looking on their social media to kind of find information. It's kind of being like, it's almost like a spying energy, trying to find out if anything is going on, there's information that they need to know. Now, often this energy has to do with somebody trying to use this information to kind of one up the other person later on. So it's not really like a very it's more of like a shady, sneaky energy, because it's somebody trying to be prepared moving forward in case they need to like retaliate or kind of use that information against someone. Okay. Now, if this is you, Pisces, it's you trying to figure out if the person is still exhibiting the behavior that left you to feel so disappointed or heartbroken in the past, or if this is your person, they're kind of looking into things to kind of figure out where you are, where your head is mentally, to see, if you're, willing to kind of accept, not so much their apology, but accept that they feel sorry about their past actions, and whether or not you're able to kind of, be like balanced and be fair here. That's what I'm strongly getting. Okay. Let's talk about this Empress. Empress. Tell me about this Empress for Pisces, please. Tell me about this Empress for Pisces. Tell me about this Empress for Pisces. Thank you. Yeah, so we have the Three of Wands. So this is exactly what I was saying. It's like the Empress is somebody who brings things to kind of like, she nurtures things, she kind of brings things to fruition, she kind of makes things happen, right? She's the one who like makes dreams kind of, pan out into reality, right? So with this Three of Wands, this is like you feeling like you know what you want, you know how you want to approach this, you know how you want to get there. You're like, climbing, the ladder, so to speak, in order to get to a place where you feel like you've arrived. You feel like you have these goals in mind, and you have like this idea of where you want to see yourself moving forward and things that you'd like to accomplish. And possibly, you're just kind of trying to maintain that balance because you want to make sure that you're able to, down the road, achieve those benchmarks for yourself and arrive at that place where you see yourself. Possibly you may want to travel. This card can also represent travel. There may be things you want to do and see, and you just want to make sure that, whatever happened in the past is not going to interfere with your dreams and your happiness moving forward. That's what I feel here, Pisces. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at your near future energy. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Swords now in the upright. And what you don't see coming is the Magician, major for Gemini. So what I strongly feel here, Pisces, is that in the near future, you may be receiving some very good news about something involving something that you're trying to manifest for yourself, something that you're trying to bring to fruition, something that you really want, and you're going to be using all of your talents and all of your skills and all of your powers that you feel like you have within yourself to make this happen. Okay, this is definitely an opportunity for a new beginning. where you feel like something has a great deal of potential or an opportunity for growth here, something that you're very passionate in pursuing. I feel like you're going to be getting some news. With this Page of Swords now in the upright, this is kind of more of like a student's energy or somebody who's trying to acquire knowledge about a certain area or a certain interest or a hobby or some kind of new skill that they're trying to learn. This is kind of like not this energy where it's like for kind of shady means. This is more for like self growth or self improvement, where you're trying to acquire knowledge. It's like a sense of trying to gain some intellectual knowledge about a certain thing. So I feel like this ties into this message or this news about, something that you're looking to pursue with this Magician. And that I feel is coming up in the near future. Now, with this Knight of Cups, there is a little bit of an inconsistent energy here that I'm seeing in terms of someone's ability to kind of be consistent here in terms of their approach to this relationship. Okay, whether this is you or your person. I feel like there are feelings of love. There's feelings of like being enamored with the person, like I like you. I want this to work out. I care about you. But then there's also that inconsistency here where somebody kind of pulls back and they don't kind of, bring their A game, or somebody pulls back their energy and they're just not that loving. This could be you, Pisces, being that it's a cup. There's that water energy there also. And there's like a little bit of an inconsistency here, or somebody may feel like they're pulling back their emotion or pulling back their romantic gestures as a result of what happened. So there's a little bit of inconsistency here, but we're going to pull some cards to see what's going on with that. So tell me about this Knight of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Sometimes the Knight of Cups can represent like an immaturity in terms of how to handle loving situations or romantic endeavors, right? Sometimes the level of maturity you may feel does not match yours in terms of how somebody acts, or vice versa. Sometimes with knights, there's that, it's kind of like a young person's energy, where they have difficulty kind of moving it to the next level, or kind of progressing toward a more committed level within the relationship also. So let's see what that's about. Tell me about this Knight of Cups in reverse for Pisces. Knight of Cups in reverse for Pisces, please. Thank you. So I'm getting several cards here coming out. I'm getting the Queen of Wands. I'm getting the Hermit. I'm getting the Knight of Cups again. I'm getting the Ten of Swords. And I'm also getting the Devil. Wow, this is a lot of information. Okay, so what I'm feeling here in relation to this Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm feeling like something transpired in the past that was very painful. Something definitely happened, and it definitely had to do with some kind of toxic energy here. Somebody is trying to move away from this devil energy here. Okay, somebody's trying to get away from some kind of situation where there may have been some kind of addiction, alcoholism, or just behaviors that were toxic, meaning like very possessive, very controlling, very domineering, somebody who maybe has a lot of OCD behaviors that really are affecting the relationship in a negative way. And I feel like definitely something happened because you have a 10 here. You have the 10 of Swords. So you may have felt that somebody stabbed you in the back, or somebody maybe didn't make good on their promise, or somebody did something that you felt was very painful. And although it already happened and the bad part is over because the card's reversed, it's still kind of lingering like in your mind, like this toxicity. You're worried about, this behavior possibly continuing, which may lend itself to you having an inconsistent energy toward this person because you're just not sure that they're going to keep their word, or that they're going to, execute what it is that they're saying. Now, here I'm seeing, though, that there definitely is like a loving energy here. I'm seeing like romantic energy moving toward, someone with romantic feelings. I feel that there's definitely somebody here with a fiery energy. This could be you or your person. This is more likely a mature feminine energy. Somebody who's very driven, somebody who's very passionate to achieve the things that they want. Typically, this person usually gets what they want. They're very self-motivated, very self self-assured. They have good self-esteem. This person can be very like alluring, very charismatic, and they're also very, very driven, very motivated to pursue something. And you're also showing the Hermit card. The Hermit card really has to do with self-actualization. It has to do with being introspective, doing inner work, and kind of really looking at things on your own, like pulling back your energy, maybe isolating yourself a little bit, and kind of like reevaluating a situation. You're trying to like figure out exactly what your part is in this situation. You're trying to figure out like how to problem solve, how to kind of use your wisdom and your knowledge to kind of work this out, sort things out here. Because there's definitely like I said, like a loving energy here. Like you want to move forward in terms of, the progression of things here. But like I said, at the same time, you may still be like a little tentative here. I picked that up over here as well because of someone's behavior in the past here. Like I said, where there was a little bit of toxicity or energy that really wasn't legit and that made you kind of, nervous or it made you feel like this person maybe, you have to kind of watch and see what happens. You're like treading lightly here. That's the sense I'm getting. But let's see about this new endeavor that I feel is kind of going to come to pass in the near future. Let's talk about this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that you may feel like a sense of impatience, right? Like you might feel like this person maybe like you want like instant gratification, or somebody like it's not like a long-term investment. This is more like immediate gratification. Somebody here maybe is not as invested as you are in making something come to fruition, or possibly you feel like this person is not able to really problem solve or plan or be patient in the way that they're handling things. Like it may be like sort of like an impulsivity about this thing that may be coming your way. Let's get more information for that. Let's get some clarification for the Magician. There's definitely some kind of news coming in or some kind of new opportunity here, but there's definitely like a hastiness about the card I just pulled. Like I feel like somebody's not being patient. Like they're rushing to get things started. They're rushing to kind of get things going. And you have the Four of Wands here. So I feel like possibly you're trying to manifest a sense of harmony in the home, a sense of balance. This could be a celebration in the works here. The Four of Wands has to do with that union, that togetherness, that feeling of partnership, which would make perfect sense, right? This is something that obviously we all want in our lives. So it makes sense that you would be trying to manifest that for yourself. And I believe that possibly you're going to get some news about that in the near future. But I do feel like you're concerned with somebody's ability to really invest in this long term because you sense like a feeling of impulsivity here or impatience here with this situation. But I feel like with this Page of Swords, somebody is definitely looking into things, like they're trying to figure out some stuff, get some information about certain aspects of this, whatever this is, whether this is you or your person. Let's see what else we have here. I'm also pulling, I have two cards here. I'm pulling the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. So this definitely is something, I don't know where to put these cards. I'm running out of room. There's definitely something here involving a relationship, okay? And it really has to do with options and choices, like which paths you're going to take, how things are going to pan out, what options you should choose. I feel like right now there's a lot of confusion here. There may be a lot of options on the table, or there may be a lot of paths to choose from, and possibly that's posing as very confusing right now to both of you, like in terms of how to proceed, how to move forward, what are things going to look like down the road. And that may be causing your hesitancy here with that romantic energy, like you kind of give it, but then you pull it back, you give it and then you pull it back. And I think a lot of it, like I mentioned, has to do with your being very tentative here. You're treading carefully, treading lightly, to make sure that things are going to pan out in a way that you'll be able to achieve, those goals for yourself that you wanted to see happen. Like I said, possibly traveling, arriving at that place where you see yourself down the road. Okay. So let's get some advice from Spirit here. Spirit, what information or advice or messages do you have for my Pisces viewers moving forward? What messages or advice do you have for Pisces moving forward? Okay, so the card that I'm getting, it kind of came out sideways, and the card says no. So depending on what your question is while you were reading this, while you were watching this reading, and whatever question you felt like you wanted me to answer, this is definitely not a hard no, but it's not a yes either. It's kind of like a maybe, I'm guessing. So depending on what your question is, you have to take that how it resonates with you. Let's see what this is. Like maybe now is not a good time to pursue something, or possibly it depends. That's what I'm strongly getting. Like it depends on your choices and how you choose to proceed with this. Is somebody maybe doing something that is not on the up and up? Not really, but definitely maybe still going on a little bit. I don't know. Let's get more clarification for this card. Let's get more clarification for this card. I hate when cards come out sideways, but sometimes they do. Can I have clarification for Pisces? Clarification for Pisces. Clarification for Pisces, please. Let me know when you're ready, please, Spirit. Clarification for Pisces, please. Okay, now I'm getting a yes in reverse. So is that a no? I don't know. So it's yes and no. It's a maybe. So there's definitely like some inconsistency here. There's definitely like back and forth energy. I think a lot of it, like I said, has to do with you feeling very tentative, and you're kind of proceeding with this very cautiously based on past behavior that was exhibited maybe by your person, and you're just not willing to let go of what it is that you want to achieve, and you want to make sure that this person is going to be able to move toward those benchmarks with you. So I feel like that's why this is coming out in the way that it is. But let's get a soul's journey card here for you, Pisces, and see what's going on. Can I have a soul's journey card for Pisces? What message do you want them to know? Thank you. Okay, so I'm getting actually three. I'm getting success, I'm getting pride, and I'm getting relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. This is exactly what I was just saying. You want to make sure that the person that you're involved with is going to help you arrive at the place where you see yourself, that they are kind of matching your goals and your dreams, and you both want the same thing. So I believe that's what that means. Pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You have a sense of pride about yourself. You have a sense of a good sense of self, and you want that to be reflected in your relationship. And the word success, I know that there is no greater goal than to love, which is exactly what you were trying to manifest here with the Magician, right? With this Four of Swords. So like I said, I believe it's just that there's a lot of tentative energy, like you're moving very cautiously here. You're trying to make sure this is going to work. You have some questions in your minds. You feel like possibly maybe there was dishonest energy in the past, and now you're kind of, trying to get over that, but at the same time you're still being cautious. You know what? Let's get one more. Let's take out the oracle cards here and see what we can get here from this. Okay? Give me one sec. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ask for information about how your person feels and what they might want to say to you, Pisces, okay? How does this person feel? And what do they want to say to Pisces, please? How does the person feel? And what do they want to say to Pisces, please? Let me know when you're ready, Spirit. Thank you. Aw, I love you. That's as good as it gets, right? I love you, right? So, remember I was saying it's a maybe. Remember I was saying there's like that Knight of Cups. Like there's definitely loving energy here between the two of you. You both want to move forward. Okay. I'm also seeing I left when I saw you with someone. So it's possible that either you pulled your energy away when you realized somebody maybe was with someone else, or vice versa. Um, you were just no longer interested, or they were no longer interested in you. I'm becoming a better person. This really speaks to that devil energy. The person's trying to move away from that energy. If there was addiction or issues in the past, somebody's trying to focus on their self-improvement and better health and better choices. Let's get one more. One more for Pisces, please. One more for Pisces. Finding out the truth crushed me. Wow. Pisces, so you really were hurt. You really were hurt, right? Remember I said with this Ten of Swords, you feel like somebody stabbed you in the back in the past, like they were maybe behaving in one way and you found out that they weren't being truthful at all, and it was very painful for you. So that would definitely lend itself to all this, tentative energy that I'm picking up here, right? Um, I think the good news here is that, the first card that I pulled said I love you, and that's really all that matters. And if this person is trying to move away from unhealthy energies here with this devil card, in reverse, and you're trying to manifest that balance, that unity, that relationship here, I feel like in time everything will work itself out. With karma and destiny and fate, whatever is going to be meant for you will be for you. And if it's meant to work out, it's going to work out. And that's what I have for you today. Okay, Pisces? So I hope that this reading has helped you. Please subscribe to my channel, guys, if you haven't done so already. It really helps me out here on YouTube, or you can give me a thumbs up to show that you like the services that I'm providing, please. Also, please reach out and comment, post a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I hope to see you at your next reading. Please always remember to keep gratitude in your heart no matter what. Thank you so much, and God bless.